Here's what you missed on Phathead and Cande in the morning. Weekdays 6 to 10 a.m. on My Country 96.1.
My Country 96.1, Phathead, Cande Roth. A few things going on. Our toy drive right now at Brookhaven Town Hall in Farmingville. Really one of the best days of the year. You know, I always say it. We love our food drive that we do the weekend before Thanksgiving. And our toy drive just as good. Helping the kids who would not have presents this holiday season get some presents and making the families feel good. Always great support from you. Always our fantastic My Country 96.1 listeners bringing out the new unwrapped toys to the town of Brookhaven. We're there till about 4 o'clock this afternoon. They will accept toys after that when they're open, you know, when the town hall is open over the next few weeks. But today's the day. We are there. Love to see you there. Drop off a new unwrapped toy. I will be there a little later on this morning, and we can hang out, have a good time. And it's amazing to see all the toys go around the tree, and it's a lot of fun. Yesterday had a good night for all the parents who are going through this time of year. Had our parent-teacher conference yesterday for the middle school. I got 2 kids in middle school, so, you know, I was running around, saw like 20 teachers over the course of 2.5 hours, and we're running around seeing all our friends and parents and people in the hallway and getting some good feedback and all that stuff. So, busy night for Phathead. Came right home, had like some very quick dinner, and then right to bed. And here we are. But I know a lot of parents going through that this time of year. I have my elementary school, my son Elijah, his parent-teacher conference today. So to all the parents and teachers going through that, yes, we are with you. My family is with you. Lots going on there. How about this? Jimmy Buffett has conquered a lot of things, right? Hotels, restaurants. I mean, he's got the people that come out to the show. They're wearing the parrots and the outfits and everything. One thing he has not done yet is his own cruise line. So Jimmy is going to have a new thing, a new experience called Margaritaville at Sea. It is setting sail for the first time at the end of April out of Florida, heading to the Bahamas. It's a 2-night, 3-day trip. So it's a smaller ship. There's only 659 cabins, 10 passenger decks. So it's one of the smaller ships, but you go out of Florida to the Bahamas, 2 nights, 3 days, and it's got everything a cruise ship would want. And Jimmy says, listen, to me, the only thing better than being on a beach by the ocean is to be on the ocean, and now you can follow in our wake, is his quote. So he's basically conquered everything else from restaurants and hotels. Now he's headed to the sea. He's headed to the ocean for the Margaritaville cruise. And I don't think it's just a one-time thing. I think this is going to constantly kind of go every now and again to the Bahamas. Also, saw this great article. Have you ever wondered the most expensive movies that were made in the decade you were born, or just throughout history? The expense that it takes to make a film, and which are the most expensive of each decade. Well, a website broke it down, and they went all the way from the 1920s to the 2010s. Now, most of these movies, huge. A couple of them, let's see, one of them I didn't hear of. We'll get to that. These are the most expensive movies. 1920s, the most expensive movie ever made was Ben-Hur, $3.67 million, right? $3 million back in the 1920s. It's a lot. 1930s, most expensive movie ever made, Gone with the Wind, cost $4 million. The 1940s, I never heard of this film, Forever Amber, $6.3 million to make in the 1940s. 1950s, another Ben-Hur. I guess this is the official, like when people think of Ben-Hur, and you hear that name and the Oscars and everything, $15.1 million in the 1950s to make Ben-Hur. 1960s, it was Cleopatra, $44 million. Now we're getting there. We went from $15 million in the 50s to $44 million in the 60s. 1970s, most expensive movie made was Superman, $55 million. 1980s, believe it or not, I don't know what movie I would have guessed, but probably not Rambo. Rambo 3, $63 million in the 1980s. The most expensive movie in the 90s, you should be able to guess this, Titanic, $200 million. That's a big change. From the 80s, Rambo, $63 million, to the Titanic, $200 million in the 90s. The 2000s, Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End, $300 million. And in the 2010s, once again, Pirates of the Caribbean on Stranger Tides, $378 million. The most expensive movie ever made. $378 million, Pirates of the Caribbean on Stranger Tides. My Country, 96.1.
Phathead and Cande in the morning, weekdays 6 to 10 a.m. on My Country 96.1.